Today's a little bit different of a video because we're going to be talking about this right here, the ErgoTune Supreme Chair. And let's start with a good old-fashioned unboxing. But don't do like I did. I unboxed it from the bottom up. No need to fear though, they packaged everything really well and I just laid everything out on the ground for me to put together. It comes with this awesome diagram to help you along with the process, and it makes it super easy to put the thing together step by step. Altogether, I believe the chair is 67 pounds. The build is super sturdy. It took me about 30 minutes to put the chair together, and what they recommend doing is actually putting the chair on top of the box like you see right here so you can put all the components together. And I'll fast forward here to the end so you can witness my first time sitting in the ErgoTune Supreme Chair. Oh, wow. Yeah. It's a good chair. Wow. When you first get your seat, you'll probably want to calibrate it. And they give you this amazing manual with a bunch of diagrams and pictures on just how to do that. On the first page, they give you 6 pointers that you should be looking out for. And with each adjustment that you do to the different components, it addresses one of those 6 pointers. So I thought I'd walk you through how that process would look like right now. First off, they say your knees should be bent to approximately 90 degrees and feet firmly planted to the ground. This position prevents any spinal or knee misalignments and relieves undue pressure on joints. This is probably good, like right here, although I feel like I can go a little bit further up. Like this. The back of your knees should be 2 to 3 fingers width away from the seat pan's edge. This position prevents upper back aches and more serious problems like weakened abdominal and pelvic floor muscles. It's probably okay right now, but I'll just show you. You can go back. I think that's a little too much. Like that. You can adjust the backrest height, and this should align with your spine, reaching up from the top of your hips to the bottom of your shoulder blades. This keeps your upper body in a neutral position, preventing undue stress on your spine and allowing your muscles to relax. So I have the ability to go up. I think I like that one. They say that your lower back's natural C-shaped curve should fit snugly against the lumbar support. This position lowers the chances of potential spinal deformities from occurring and prevents your back muscles from being overworked. Here's the firmest, in the middle, and the one with the most give. But for me, I like it firm. So right now the seat is locked, but if I want to put it in recline mode, I can unlock it right there, and now I have reclining capabilities, and then you can adjust the restraint or the resistance with your right hand. So, whoa, there's like no resistance right there. That's so cool. And then I can make it tighter. There's the most resistance, and then for right now, I'm just gonna lock it in place. That. I like that. They say that the armrest should be flush with your desk's tabletop, and your elbows should be flexed to an L-shaped posture. They say by having your armrest height flush against your desk's surface, it minimizes the pressure and strain on your wrists. One of the coolest things about this chair, I think, is the armrests and how they have so many different angles and heights that you can use them at. So you can go all the way up or down, but there's so much that you can maneuver these arms rests with. So you can rest your hands like this. Maybe if you're using a phone like this, it is perfect. Or another thing is if you really need to get up on your desk, like so, lower these and get farther up on your desk. Or if you want to have it like this, you can. Another great thing is just the angle at which you're doing material. For me, like I like to put my keyboard sort of like this with my arm for my mouse over here, like this. The possibilities are endless. I mean, I guess they're not really endless, but if you are worried about the armrests not being able to fit to a certain ergonomic shape that you would want them to, I feel like these probably give you the most potential for the most options, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. Let me talk really quick about the headrest because there are multiple ways that you can set this up. First, you can tilt the headrest up and down. You can have it go forward or back. You can have the headrest go up or down, and then there's another adjustment for up or down right here. Their tip is that the neck rest should brace the whole height of your neck and lower half of your head. This prevents neck strains, tension, headaches, and muscle guarding. To summarize, the big thing I love about this chair is how many different components that you can customize in order to achieve a good ergonomic fit for your unique shape and body. If that's something that interests you, I have a link to this chair in the description below, and use promo code Javier Mercedes at checkout to get $30 off your purchase of the ErgoTune Supreme Chair. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If this video was helpful, don't forget to leave that thumbs up, and until next time, my name's Javier Mercedes, and I hope you're out there living a life of abundance. Bye.